What's up, the swirl? It's your boy, Tommy Mav. I just came in real quick to speak on a couple things. I know it's been a while, and I'll try to start uploading more videos when I do, to take time to just speak on more things, because I don't really have time, so I have not been doing it. But that aside, we get into it, and the first thing I want to talk about was the whole situation between Stephen A. Smith and Bronny James and LeBron James, because this story to me just will not die, because I think it's kind of an ignorant, stupid story. People who keep speaking on it, because like I said, I only do this drop these videos to just kind of give my perspective and kind of put it out in the world. Because I feel as if it's generally just focused on one person, you know what I mean? One person is making these decisions, one person, one side of the story is being heard, and when I feel like it's being twisted to a point, I feel like, hey, the least I can do is contribute to the zeitgeist and put my thoughts out there and see if people can nibble on it. And then today I want to talk about the whole situation between LeBron and Stephen A. Okay, so let me just point out that Stephen A. Smith to me is the word that I would use to describe Stephen A. Smith is disingenuous. Like, I don't think anything that happens with Stephen A. is not genuinely, like, he comes off as a snake oil salesman, car salesman. He just comes off, he oozes sleaziness. So the thing that really comes to mind when Stephen A. is involved in anything is that he has to have some type of angle in everything that he does. Like, nothing he does is done in my opinion. Like, he talks about keeping it real and speaking from the heart and all these things he swears he does. I don't think anything he does is from him. I think most of the stuff he does is for the interest of either ESPN, which is why they like him, because he's literally just a shield. He will never criticize ESPN. He will never criticize the company he works for and or anybody that's involved in him making money. He will always be on the side of those who he thinks are going to give him a benefit or help him or help his career in the slightest bit. That's who Stephen A. Smith is. He will sell his own mama for $1, and that's the way he comes off to me, and nobody can ever tell me anything different. That being said, so to me, I always find it hilarious that when he says something about LeBron, because I feel like LeBron is an easy target in my opinion, because it's like LeBron gets talked about by so many people, right? He's constantly people saying things that are way below the belt. They got nothing to do with basketball. Constantly, LeBron's the only person that I have seen in my entire life where people have this literal vitriol for him. And I've already several times pointed out the general culprit, conservative white men, because some of them are racist. Other ones, they just don't like liberals, so LeBron's to them is a textbook liberal. So you got two types, the ones that just hate liberals and the ones that just hate black people. So you got kind of a weird mixture in that conservative that. Now, I'm not saying every conservative person hates LeBron, because a lot of conservative people like LeBron. So it's not, to me, it's not a thing of conservative people. I'm just saying the type of conservative person. The type of liberal person that hates LeBron is the type that, like when he did the whole situation with Taiwan, the fact that he only speaks out about black issues, he doesn't speak out about everybody's issues. So those are the type of liberals that don't like LeBron. So LeBron is just always spearheading or polarizing in those genres. Those people are just weird. So LeBron's so constantly being criticized for everything he does since he was like 16. And anybody who doesn't understand that reference, I am not. That is not a hyperbolic statement. LeBron has been getting criticized since he was 15 years old. Since he was 15, meaning there are literal people that were criticizing this man when he was 15 for making decisions that 15-year-olds make at a time when the system was unfair. there were people who started disliking LeBron because in their opinion he was selfish for getting a H2 Hummer. Now, go back and look at it. Everything with the situation was completely legal, right? He went to the bank. The bank was like, of course, any bank with a slight of a like iota of a brain is gonna say, sure, he's a good. Definitely, Gloria James is good for this loan because we can sit up here and pretend that we don't know her son. She's not about to come into a windfall of money. We can act like that, but it would be stupid of us to act like that because we're gonna make a lot of money. So I would rather make $40,000, which ends up being a surplus, which ends up being a bonus for me if I work for the bank of money. Give her incredibly high interest rates with low payments, so that so we can make a quick $12,000 the minute this kid is eligible to start signing deals. Because we know the minute he signs a deal, he gets ready to sign a deal, we'll get our money back plus. So we give them a bad deal. LeBron gets to ride around in a Hummer for a couple months, and we make him pay $4 or $5. You know what I'm saying, to the dollar. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take that. So, anyways, he did that. Got criticized for walking in a place and people saying he's a selfish SOB because now his team can't play for his high school team because he benefited off of his own starter, because the man benefited off of his own notoriety. Now, mind you, this is the same team. These are the same people who were fine with his school, with his team, literally taking his high school basketball game in order to monetize it. They moved it from a high school stadium to a NCAA stadium. You think LeBron was seeing a dime from that? No. These people were selling the man's shirts with the man's pictures on them. They were perfectly allowed to do that. King James, all this stuff with it, jerseys, the people showing up, all of this stuff they were able to monetize based on his notoriety. He goes and legally gets a loan based on his mom legally goes against a loan with a wink loan based on her future earnings. Now all of a sudden we think he's selfish. So they criticize LeBron for it. LeBron continued to play, go through all that, 16, 17, 18, 15 years old, cover of Slam magazine, 17. I mean, this man was out of there. And I say this to people all the time. There will be another Michael Jordan. There will be another Kobe Bryant. There will be another Tim Duncan. There will be another Shaq. There will never, ever be another LeBron James. That will never be. Do you know how difficult it is to do what LeBron James has done? There will never be another LeBron James. You find me a kid. Now, mind you, in order to be the next LeBron James, you have to find that kid now. He won't be. You can't wait until he gets to the NBA, because if he gets to the NBA, he's already about 5 years too late, right? You got to find a kid in the 10th grade right now. The 10th grade, put it on his shoulder that he's going to be the next LeBron. Him not only meet that expectation, but surpass it. He's going to have to play for 20 years. 20 years. That means that you got to get a kid at 15. It's hard to get a kid, people who are at 21, 22, and in school now. The players that are in there now, in the pros now, it's hard. You are pressed to find any of them that you know are going to play 20 years in the NBA. You have to find a kid at 15 years old and tell that kid, you're the next LeBron. He's going to have to see that, be called the chosen one, the next king, this, that, and the third. He's going to have to go 20 years in the NBA. He's going to have to go from high school to the NBA, which is never going to be done. Right? That's never going to be done unless they change the rules. But let's just give it that you get a guy like Imani Bates or Cooper Flag where they reclassify and then go to college at 17 so they get there at 18. Great. Right? They're going to have to do that. Their first year in the NBA, they're going to have to average 20 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists as a rookie. Right? Should be an all-star. Right? He should have been an all-star, but he wasn't, so that at least gives them that. They don't have to be an all-star. But they would have to win Rookie of the Year, average 21, 8, and 6 as an 18-year-old. Good luck. Right? Cooper Flag right now is barely averaging that in college. But he's gonna have to go to the NBA and average that. Right? Be essentially an all-star game snub that everybody talks about. See, this guy was snubbed. Have shootouts with the likes of Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady as a damn rookie. This man was having shootout games where he was playing in games where Tracy McGrady scored 40, he scored 35 as a rookie. This is what you got to do. All these things mean immediately be thrown into the best player in the league conversations as a rookie. And then keep going. Because this is rookie year, right? This is his rookie year. He's guarding the number one player on the team while still giving them 28 and 6. With a team, now mind you, he did not have control of the team when he was a rookie. They literally had to trade the guys on his team because none of them wanted to pass him the ball. Never let him run the offense. This man was just getting this in spot duty. Go watch his first game. He wasn't running the offense. LeBron was just getting it out of the mud. He was getting his points here, there, steals, blocks, off the ball passing. He was doing that off of fast breaks and stuff like that, off this just sheer basketball knowledge. This was his first game, right? Now you got to go 20 years. Now you got to go at least about 10 or 11 where you don't miss more than 1 or 2 games for about 10 or 11 years. From the time you 18 till about the time you get about 30, 31, that's when you really miss some, and that's still not a lot of games. You're still barely missing games, right? But you might have went up to 3 for another 5 years, and then you get to a point where you start missing 16, 17, and that's even rare, right? Like he don't even have a season where he doesn't at least play 70 games, right? You have to play at least 70 games for 20 years, be an all-star in every one of those years, win 4 MVPs, go to the finals 11 out of 12 years, take 3 separate franchises to the championship, to the championship, be the MVP for 3 different teams. Wow, being criticized every single day. So if they played that same game, Michael Jordan playing game that they play, where you say in order to be the GOAT, you got to be better than Michael Jordan, all the things Michael Jordan is, to the T. If you did that with LeBron, it would be over. There would never be another LeBron James. It would never. It's impossible. The people can give it up, saying this was going to be... No, you cannot be LeBron James unless it starts when you're 15. You already lost. When I hear people saying Zion's going to be next to LeBron, you've already lost that case. Zion cannot be next to LeBron. Nobody knew Zion when he was 15. People knew the Zion when he was 17, 18. Nobody really knew Zion when he was 15. So we can even start with and then you add the fact he's already done. The kid is 19 and he can never be the next LeBron already. I mean, this kid is still in his early 20s and he still can never be the next LeBron. He's already etched himself out by the fact that his injury history has already knocked him out of that case. He's done. He can't be the next LeBron. Already cannot be the next LeBron. These kids who get Luka already can't be the next LeBron. He's already missing too many games. So he's already not. He can't be the next LeBron already. Luka can't be the next LeBron. You know why Luka can't be the next LeBron? He'll never be considered the best defensive player in the league. Done. He can't be the next LeBron. Do you understand how hard it is to be LeBron James? Even if you have the resume from the time that people knew you from the time that you were young, you don't have the skill set. You don't have the athletic ability. You don't have the longevity. You don't have the injury history. You don't have any of those things. Luka will never be LeBron. He's already missed too many games to be LeBron. At this point, in order to be LeBron, Luka would have to average 30 for the rest of his career for 20 more years. You think that's happening? And he has to play at least 70 games in all those games. You think he's going to be the next one? He's done. Luka can never be the next LeBron. In order to be the next LeBron, you would have to if you want to play that Jordan musical chairs crap, where you say, well, Jordan did it this way, so you got to do it this way. If somebody did that with LeBron, nobody would ever measure up. Nobody. You cannot be LeBron. It's impossible. So when people try to sit up and talk to me about who is the greatest basketball player of all time, there is nobody better than LeBron James. There was nobody. LeBron James is the epitome of when hard work meets extraordinary talent. And I'm not just talking about extraordinary talent when it comes to physical gifts. I'm talking about mental gifts. I'm talking about every aspect of being successful. LeBron James has mastered. You have guys who are saying they were going over LeBron James' house when he was an 18-year-old kid. And when everybody else was going out to clubs and doing stupid stuff, LeBron James would be in there watching game film and stuff at 18. This guy was a professional when he came into the league. He understood it. This man has been in 4 or 5 different golden eras of basketball. About 4 or 5 different ages of people's golden era of basketball, LeBron James has been the face of. Look yourself in the face and think Luka's going to be the next LeBron. Tell yourself you think Luka is going to be the next LeBron. His body is already breaking down on there. He's 25, 26. You think he's going to be the next LeBron? Good luck on that. I would be 100% blown away if he's the next LeBron, because he's not. He's already counseled himself out off the strength of the fact that he's just not there defensively. He'll never be guarding the best player on the opposite team. That's never going to be Luka. So he's already disqualified. So because he's never going to win any. He's never going to be on any all defensive team. So done. He can never be the next LeBron. Who do you say? Anthony Edwards can't be LeBron. Anthony Davis is not playing 20 years. He does not have LeBron's star power in the sense of understanding how to play the game properly, assists, all that. That's Anthony Edwards can't be LeBron. Simple fact that he's all. Maybe later on he'll be on more all defensive teams, but I don't think Anthony Edwards is LeBron in that sense either. But at least Anthony Davis can play on both sides of the ball. He can't run an offense like LeBron. So he can't be the next LeBron because he'll never have LeBron's assist numbers. He'll never finish with that many assists. So he's already discounted. So, but can he go get Michael Jordan's accomplishment? Can he go on a hot streak where he wins he does a three-peat, then comes back and goes three-peat again while leading the league in scoring and a shot attempts. Of course he could do that. So, this is the problem when you're talking about people coming around LeBron. Nobody can be the next LeBron. It's impossible. Or I would say nothing is impossible, but it is highly unlikely there will be another LeBron. There's a very small chance that there will ever be another LeBron. So when you're LeBron and you've done all this stuff and you still have these idiots who are just so angry, because the truth of the matter is, like, dude, will this dude just stop? That's really what they're saying in their mind. Will this dude just stop? He's not making it fair anymore, right? It's not fair that Michael Jordan didn't play as long as him. Michael Jordan could have done that, but he didn't. No, Michael Jordan could never be LeBron, because I knew Michael Jordan could never measure up to LeBron, because Michael Jordan wasn't LeBron. He couldn't be. He wasn't. Nobody knew who he was at 15. Nobody was christening him the top player. He wasn't even a top player in his draft. Akeem Olajuwon was ranked number 1. He wasn't even perceived as the best player in his own draft. So to sit up there and try to compare him to LeBron, he's already lost. LeBron has already had to deal with that. LeBron had to meet all Jordan's requirements while being criticized game by game. Jordan got to where he wanted to go by just playing. Whatever he was out there, nobody ever said, well, he ain't got as much as Kareem, he ain't got as much as Bill Russell. Nobody was saying that as Michael Jordan. They were calling him the greatest player to ever live from the time, because he was scoring 60 points on the Celtics. Because Larry Bird said this after he scored he hadn't won anything. And he said he was, and Larry Bird called him God wearing cleats. Because he scored a lot. That's what he did. Almost all of Jordan's records will be broken. They're not hard to break. If you shoot enough, they will be broken. And that's why all his stuff, his records are different. LeBron's records will stay for, nobody's breaking LeBron's record. That's the difference. And if you're a person who's a Jordan fan, you're like, this ain't even fair, man. This is not right. He shouldn't be able to keep playing like this. He shouldn't be able to play this long. Jordan, we're never going to be able to make no arguments. These people are going to be annoying as hell because he's going to keep doing all this stuff, and there's no way we can prove he's not as good as Jordan. I got an idea. Maybe he is as good as Jordan. Stephen A. is one of these people. He can't stand LeBron, right? He already said, me and LeBron don't mess with each other. So that's the first thing that I had a problem with. Don't sit up and say, LeBron could have called me, when you know you and LeBron don't talk like that. That's first. Second, don't go on a rant. So many times, I hear this man say, I'm not hiding from nobody. If you want to see me, come meet me. And I'm easy to find. Anybody got a problem with anything I got to say, they can talk to me. They can come meet me. I'm not hiding, this, that, and the third. Then somebody come up and say something to you, and your first response is, I think it's weak. Why would you come up and talk to me? You could have called me on the phone. Well, all of these things were possible when you were ranting and saying that anybody who wanted to see you can come see you. Then when somebody comes see you, now it's low class. Stop it. Ryan Clark, why don't he say stuff why won't he do that? Why don't he have that energy for Skip Bayless? Skip Bayless has never talked about LeBron James as a father, outside of saying he makes stuff about him. Right? That's one. 2, Skip Bayless don't ever go to no games. He has never got on a million views podcast and say, hey, I'm pleading with you, LeBron, as a father. Once you say as a father, you are no longer talking about basketball. You're saying you're telling this man he's a bad father. That is ridiculous. He's like, I'm not talking about Bronny. I was talking about you. No, you were talking about Bronny. You were talking about Bronny, and you were trying to say LeBron was wrong for putting his kid, for J.J. Redick putting his kid in the first quarter. LeBron didn't put his kid in the first quarter. J.J. Redick did. Because he said the rest of the team was playing like trash, and his mindset was, at least he'll put Bronny in because he knows Bronny's going to get effort. As it does for most rookies, It didn't go well. But LeBron James has been incredibly slow with Bronny James. Bronny James barely plays. They have guys in there that Bronny James could definitely get minutes over. But if they were trying to appease LeBron, but they're not. Bronny James barely plays. He comes in with 3 minutes left some games. So when people point out his point, it's so ridiculous. The point at the man's points per game when he's playing 3 minutes a game, taking 3-4 shots. Like, good luck with that. Because that's a special place, in my opinion, in hell for your mind if you believe that this man somehow should be that Bronny James should be averaging 20 when he's playing 3 minutes. I don't know where your brain is. LeBron let his kid play in the G League, but he does not want his kid to be buried in the G League, as anybody would. He feels his kid will learn more sitting on the sideline next to him, with him being able to teach the game to him, which I understand. Yes, if he's able to play in small minutes in the NBA, that's better than him playing in the G League. But if he can't, then he's better for that. I don't have a problem. I had a problem initially with LeBron bringing Bronny on the Lakers because I did not think it was a good fit for Bronny. But I also understand as a father why you would want to put your kid in a locker room that you would be able to protect him, where you would be able to watch over him, where you would be able to make sure that he was being treated fairly, and you would be able to walk him through a lot of stuff. I understand that, and as a father, I can understand it. But to come out and say to LeBron James as a father, this, that, and third, and then come back and cry about it later, it's just the epitome of who Stephen A. Smith is. And I think the Jordan haters are just jock riding it because they don't want to criticize LeBron and take away from the fact that he's doing what he's doing. Anyways, please comment. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and take your time to thumbs it up and like it. All right, y'all. Peace.